I just stumbled upon a shocking fact: governments and big tech companies are secretly working together to collect your data. It's a deal that's been hidden in plain sight, and it's got me wondering, what exactly are they doing with all that information? You're probably thinking, what's the big deal? I've got nothing to hide, but trust me, this is huge. We're talking about a level of data sharing that's unprecedented, and it's raising some serious questions about government surveillance and our right to privacy. I mean, think about it. Every time you use a big tech platform, you're leaving a digital footprint. And I'm not just talking about social media, I'm talking about everything from your search history to your online shopping habits. It's like leaving a trail of breadcrumbs, and governments are working with big tech to follow that trail. But what's really concerning is that this data sharing is often done without our knowledge or consent. It's like they're having a conversation about us, without us even being in the room. And that's what's so fascinating, yet terrifying, about this secret deal. It's like a game of cat and mouse, where governments are trying to stay one step ahead of us, and big tech is happy to oblige. But why, you might ask? Well, it's simple: data is power, and whoever controls the data, controls the narrative. It's like the old saying goes, information is power, and in this case, it's a power that's being wielded by a select few. But here's the thing: this isn't just about government surveillance, it's about our fundamental right to privacy. I mean, think about it, when you're in your own home, you expect a certain level of privacy, right? It's like having a safe space, where you can be yourself, without fear of being watched or judged. But online, that's not always the case. Big tech companies are collecting our data, and governments are using that data to build profiles on us. It's like they're creating a digital fingerprint, and it's unique to each and every one of us. As I delve deeper into this topic, I'm starting to realize just how complex it is. It's like trying to untangle a giant knot, where every thread is connected to another. But one thing's for sure: the secret deal between governments and big tech is a symptom of a larger problem. It's a problem of trust, and how we're willing to sacrifice our privacy for the sake of convenience. I mean, think about it. We're living in a world where we're willing to trade our personal data for a free service, or a discount on a product. It's like we're selling our souls, without even realizing it. And that's what's so interesting, yet disturbing, about this whole situation. It's like we're living in a world where our data is being used against us, without us even realizing it. But what if we were to take back control? What if we were to demand more transparency, and more accountability from big tech and governments? It's like we're at a crossroads, where we can choose to take the path of least resistance, or we can choose to fight for our right to privacy. As I reflect on this, I'm reminded of a conversation I had with a friend, who's a big tech executive. He told me that the data they collect is like a treasure trove, full of insights and patterns that can be used to improve our lives. But at what cost? I asked him. Is it worth sacrificing our privacy, just so we can have a more personalized experience online? It's a question that's still haunting me, and one that I think we all need to consider. So, let's take a step back, and try to understand the bigger picture. It's like trying to see the forest, instead of just the trees. We're talking about a world where data is the new currency, and big tech is the bank. And governments, well, they're like the regulators, who are supposed to keep everything in check. But what happens when the regulators become too cozy with the banks? It's like they're sleeping in the same bed, and that's when things start to get really murky. But there's a way to think about this that's really helpful, and it's by using an analogy. Imagine your personal data is like your home, and big tech is like a real estate agent. They're showing your home to potential buyers, without your knowledge or consent. And governments, well, they're like the buyers, who are looking for the perfect property. It's like they're browsing through a catalog, and our data is the product. It's a pretty creepy thought, isn't it? And that's what's so important to remember: our data is like a puzzle, and every piece is connected. When we share our data with big tech, we're giving them a piece of the puzzle. And when governments access that data, they're getting a bigger picture. It's like they're solving a mystery, and we're the clue. But what if we were to take back control of the puzzle? What if we were to demand that big tech and governments be more transparent about how they're using our data? As we navigate this complex world, it's essential to stay informed. It's like trying to stay ahead of the curve, where the curve is constantly changing. But one thing's for sure, the secret deal between governments and big tech is just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more to explore, and so much more to discover. And that's what's so exciting, yet terrifying, about this whole situation. It's like we're on the cusp of something big, something that could change the course of history. But what does it all mean, you might ask? It's like trying to decipher a code, where the code is constantly evolving. But one thing's for sure, our privacy is at stake. And it's not just about us, as individuals, it's about our collective freedom. It's like we're living in a world where our every move is being watched, and our every thought is being monitored. It's a pretty chilling thought, isn't it? As I think about this, I'm reminded of a story my grandmother used to tell me. It's about a small village, where everyone knew each other's business. And in that village, there was a saying, if you don't want anyone to know, don't do it. It's like, if you don't want your data to be shared, don't share it. But it's not that simple, is it? We're living in a world where our data is being collected, without our knowledge or consent. It's like, we're living in a fishbowl, where everything we do is being watched. And that's what's so frustrating, yet fascinating, about this whole situation. It's like, we're trying to navigate a world that's constantly changing, where the rules are constantly shifting. But one thing's for sure, we need to be more mindful of our data. We need to be more careful about what we share, and who we share it with. It's like, we need to be our own data guardians, and protect our own privacy. As we move forward, it's essential to stay vigilant. It's like, we need to be on the lookout for any signs of trouble, any signs of data sharing or government surveillance. And we need to be willing to speak out, to demand more transparency and accountability from big tech and governments. It's like, we need to be our own advocates, and fight for our right to privacy. But what's the solution, you might ask? It's like, trying to find a needle in a haystack. But one thing's for sure, we need to start by educating ourselves. We need to learn more about how our data is being collected, and how it's being used. And we need to be more mindful of our online activities, and how they're being monitored. It's like, we need to be more aware of our digital footprint, and how it's being used against us. As I reflect on this, I'm reminded of a quote from a famous philosopher, knowledge is power. And in this case, knowledge is the key to taking back control of our data. It's like, we need to be more informed, and more empowered, to make our own decisions about our data. And we need to be willing to demand more from big tech and governments, to demand more transparency and accountability. And that's what's so important to remember, our data is our own. It's like, we need to take ownership of it, and protect it from those who would misuse it. And we need to be willing to fight for our right to privacy, to fight for our freedom to make our own choices. It's like, we need to be our own data revolutionaries, and take back control of our own data. As I think about this, I'm filled with a sense of purpose. It's like, I know that I'm not alone in this fight, and that there are many others who are fighting for the same cause. And I'm reminded of a saying, the truth will set you free. And in this case, the truth is that our data is being collected, and it's being used against us. But it's also the truth that we have the power to take back control, to demand more transparency and accountability from big tech and governments. But what will you do, now that you know the truth? Will you continue to share your data, without a second thought? Or will you take back control, and demand more from big tech and governments? It's like, the choice is yours, and yours alone. And as you think about this, I want to leave you with a question, what's the real cost of convenience? And is it worth sacrificing our privacy? It's a question that I'll be exploring in future videos, and I hope you'll join me on this journey. And if you want to stay up to date on the latest news and insights, be sure to subscribe to my channel, where I'll be sharing more content on this topic and many others.